Packers great Jerry Kramer with us, and Jerry, how have you viewed kind of this off-season? It's been kind of a strange one. It should be the off-season of love for the Packers, but it's kind of been discontent.
Well, the whole collective bargaining thing has been a bit of a mess, and certainly a lot of uncertainty for not any real clear reason. We're all doing well. We're making a lot of money. We're making 300 times what Jerry made when he was playing. And Jerry looks at it and says, "What are you talking about?" So I think we'll get that worked out, and I think rather quickly, Drew. I don't think it's going to be I don't think we're going to miss any games because it costs too much money, and we all like money, especially the NFL and the young kids. So I think we'll get it together.
Yeah, we saw you in Dallas, and how great was it being there just to see that coming back again, and once again, Lombardi Trophy coming.
You know, it was like, for me, it was like a strawberry on a strawberry sundae, the icing on the top, the very perfect finale. We had the Lombardi stage play in New York, then we had the Lombardi documentary, and then leading up, we went through Chicago to pick up the George Halas Trophy, which I love to remind Ditka of. And then we went to play a classic team in the Super Bowl in front of Mr. Jones, who screwed up things pretty royally, which I couldn't have enjoyed more. And so to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in that environment, a good football team, maybe a great football team, couldn't have been any better. It just couldn't have been any better. And I took my son, two of my sons, grandson, daughter, friends, and decided to wait and go to the Super Bowl. So I'm pleased that we were in the Super Bowl, but it was just very special.
What is the significance of this of the rings this week? And you and your rings are quite famous, but what is it? What does that mean as an icon, as a piece?
You know, it's like wearing a sign that says Super Bowl champion, which you can't do, obviously. But I remember talking with Merlin Olsen, who played 13, 14, 15 years, and I'm telling him what a great career he had, and he said, "Never got a ring, Jerry, never got a ring." So it's kind of the culmination of a career, or one of the high points in a career, and if you don't get a ring, it's a disappointment. And you can have an all-pro, Merlin played in the Pro Bowl 12 times, all-pro 12 times or something like that, but he never got the ring, and that's what he thought about. So it would have been a perfect ending to his career to receive a ring, and it didn't happen. So he felt before we passed that his career was a little incomplete because he never had the ring.
For these guys, it seems like this is a good group of guys. You know,
they've got an incredible opportunity, as young as they are, and with the number of injuries we had last year, we ought to be a shoo-in this year if we can keep this thing together.
How tough is that for a team?
Extremely tough. That applause and that fanfare and that all that stuff is addictive, and it messes with your mind a little bit, and especially if you're young and immature, it messes with your mind, and you have other things to do now. People want you here and people want you there, and they want you to do commercials and they want you to show up, and there's a lot more demands on your time. So you don't focus on the game as much as you had last year. And you're not really as desperate as you were last year. Now you're kind of, I can relax. I got my ring. I'm a Super Bowl champion. And what they don't really realize is it's going to be exponentially more difficult this year because they snuck up on some people last year. You know, halfway through the season, that we may not be going. Now they get through the season and they go to the Super Bowl. Now this year, people are watching their films right now. Everybody they play, everybody on their schedule is studying their films. So the other team is going to be much better prepared this year than they were last year. And if they get a chance to do it 3 times in a row, which would be a wonderful goal for them. No one's ever won 3 Super Bowl championships. We won 3 championships. But that would be a wonderful goal for them. So it's all up here.
In a perverse way, does it help them? Because of the lockout, nobody's prepared for them. So now they're the best team, so they should weather this the best.
Yeah, they could. And I it just depends on their attitude, how much fire this kind of thing in here. If you can keep that at a high level, which is difficult week after week after week, then they ought to be fine. Aaron, you know, has turned into Bart, Brett, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's just wonderful. So we got that taken care of, and that's a big question. But if he stays healthy and the kids play like they played last year, they're going to have a sensational season.
Now, this is a fun event here as well, up at the Boys and Girls Club.
You know, it's always nice to be able to help out. The Boys and Girls Club here is a wonderful organization, and so to be able to play a little golf in a beautiful setting on a beautiful day and help out and do some good for some kids is a great combination. And the other thing about it is there's all the people here are very positive. You don't find any jerks here, because the jerks don't come. The jerks don't help out. The jerks don't support, right? All these people are supporting and giving back and helping out with their community. So they're just a wonderful group of positive folks, and they're fun to be around. So it's a great combination, and it's a great event.